So good morning everyone. How are you all? Fine. Fine. Have you been done any group project or have you worked at a place where you did something to guide people? Have you ever done this type of work in your life? Anywhere. It can be professional or it can be personal. It's to guide a graduate, a person who has to work under you, or you are working with a person who you need to guide. Have you ever done that thing?
Yes.
So what the term is called, it's called leadership, and what we are going to talk today is leadership styles. We are going to talk about different leadership styles, how a person, a leader, can guide different persons to do a particular type of task. So for today's session, these are the scopes. And by the end of the session, you will be able to understand who a leader is and what leadership means, and you will be able to identify and explain major leadership styles which are most common in the industry. Then we'll be able to understand when and how different styles should be used in the particular area. Different tasks are being divided according to different styles. And at last, we will summarize and compare different leadership styles effectively, how these are more effective. Now, before understanding the term leadership, can anyone tell me who is a leader?
The one who guides other, basically, or motivates other.
That's an appropriate answer by Pratik. A leader is someone who guides, influences, and motivates others toward a shared goal. Here, shared goal means they are in a team where he is the one who guides each and every person to reach that particular goal, use his knowledge and skills to help the team and achieve success. What he does, he uses his own skills and help the team to achieve the success. Now, what's leadership? Leadership is the ability a person has to influence and guide people toward a particular goal, how he takes the thing. We can say leader is a person, leadership is the process to do that thing. And it involves decision making, communication, problem solving, motivating and developing people. These are the five basic concepts, or we can say traits in a leader who he needs to inherit to go through a process of leadership. Now let's see different leadership styles. These are going to be 6 major styles which we are going to talk about: transformational, transactional, situational, democratic, autocratic, and laissez-faire leadership. Now to begin, first one is transformational leadership. Can anyone tell me what by the image are you thinking, that what can be the word and the image both correlates? What can be the transformational leadership?
Suppose if we think something and we have to make it into force,
To
we
change
transform
some
it.
thought process of somebody.
Yes, that's an appropriate answer by Ojasvi. That what the team leader is going to do, he is going to change the perception and he is going to inspire and change the vision. He is going to transform, as the word transformational is saying here. He is going to transform. So first we'll see the whole thing. Its main objective is to change the perception of how his followers are going to think, their own perception, because perception is a thing which is at most necessary. How we are perceiving a particular thing in our mind, how we are going to perceive that yes, this work is to be done, but suppose such is thinking it differently and Vikas is thinking it differently. I need to transform that thing and I need to make it more uniform. Then we'll see how I'm going to inspire to have a purpose and excitement to work. If there is no way that they are enjoying the work or they are not into the work, the productivity will not be at a good level. It will be like it's an average point of time if they are not inspired by the work. Then we'll see leaders also create their vision to communicate ideas and idea to his followers. So what leaders do, he presents his own vision by spreading it, that he conveys a message what a leader is expecting from his followers. Now let's see another leadership style. It is transactional leadership. Main keywords are rewards, needs, efficiency. Can anyone tell me what's the main motive of this style of leadership?
Maybe giving rewards to the employee, like
Yes.
that employee of the month and all.
Yes, that's an appropriate answer for this. Transactional leadership is that leadership motivates in a form that he or she, the leader, motivates the person in terms of rewards. It can be anything. It can be monetary. It can be something to just to motivate or inherit his things. Then what he does, the leader thinks he identifies the need of the follower and give rewards according to that, according to his performance and way he is satisfying the needs of the work and at the atmosphere. And efficiency of how routines and procedures are being followed by that particular person on basis of what the rewards have been granted. Now situational leadership.
Like how to adapt in a particular situation, what to do, what not to do.
Yes, so it's way more common in our industry. We can see during peak seasons we have a lot more customers to handle, and during off seasons we don't have a lot of customers. At that time we can be a bit flexible, or we can be a bit relaxed that yes, we can manage the work in a small workforce as well. So at that period of time, a leader should have information how he can handle the situation at a very well manner. He has to adjust his approach on basis of team needs and work conditions. According to the work conditions, whenever there is a peak season where there is requirement of more guests at the hotel, he needs to adjust his workforce according to that, and he has to shift between directing, coaching, supporting, how he has to guide his own persons. Supposedly, if we talk about Pratik, he may be not so good at doing workflow at a good pace. He goes his own pace. So I will be guiding him that no, you should do it in this perfect way. And if we take an example, suppose Vikas is learning to make presentations, how he has to present it. And whenever he asks something, we all are like a leader to him, how we guide him. That's the main perspective, how he is learning, and that's the way we are coaching, directing, and delegating depending on how the team is being capability. Then the leader has to provide a clear guidance to lead the team. He has to schedule it in a proper way that yes, the workflow should be an appropriate way, that the workflow should go at a growth phase, not on the downfall phase, as growth is at most necessary in each and every place. Now let's see next. It's democratic leadership, and three main concepts are shared, guidance, and vote. Is there anyone who can understand what's the thing? Just by the words, if it's not understood, then I'm here to make you understand. So okay, let's go make it a bit easier. Can anyone tell me what is democracy? It's a basic term.
Democracy means basically to give someone, to give your opinion and like that.
Yes, it's in the same way we are going to talk about democratic leadership. It says the leader shares the decision making with group members. Supposedly, if we are leading a team project at our college, and we have to represent our college, so one of the person is going to take the leadership handle, and he is going to manage all the things, and he has to do it in a perspective. He has to take decisions from each and every person, because a good team is when there is a good team management in between of them. And it also requires, the leader also requires guidance and control, because if the decision making is being done with a lot of people, there can be clashes, so the leader has to maintain a guidance and control by for that particular scenario. And it also helps other team member to feel like that I have contributed something in my team to do that workflow. And there are various sources, like they can vote for the best course of action. Supposedly, if there is there is a task given by Amol that he has to conduct a class at 2 in the afternoon. So what will he will do? That you all may decide, and what we will do, we'll just get a poll done. We can see that how many of people are going to participate for the 2 p.m. class, and how many of you are not there. So that's the way the thing can be adjusted appropriately without any chaos.
So democratic leadership is mainly taking decision on the basis of majority.
Majority. And this is the most effective because the team is the one who is taking the decision. It's not about only particular one person who is going to do that for.
Thought process.
Yes.
Mainly it applies to a very experienced team. If the team is not experienced, you cannot pass on the ability to decide on their own. So a leader has to see that whether the team are very capable and experienced and mature, then they can practice this kind of leadership.
Let's go ahead. It's autocratic leadership. Can anyone feel like what it can be?
So basically, it's opposite of democratic.
Yes.
My way, my rules.
Yes,
You have to follow that.
that's the appropriate term. I can say that. It emphasizes on the distinction of the leader, and the followers have to follow him. It's directly in supervision of the leader. He has the control. He has to make decisions on his own without being in touch with the teammates. He has to take decisions in such a way that the team member should not affect a lot, and the work should be completed. This is the thing, and these are done at the time where we can see that we have workflow on peak, and we cannot take decisions by like we should sit before the work and we should take decisions from each and every person. So leader thinks, instead of taking decisions from all, I'll be taking a wise decision to get the work done. It also creates a fear of environment of fear, because sometimes it's not easy for a person to listen to a particular leader. He may feel fear that I may not be able to hear his own words. He may also get a bit aggression in some kind of tasks. And then, as it's an autocratic, there is no one-on-one communication. That's the problem. The team members cannot complain about the problems they are getting. Now let's see the last leadership we are going to talk about today. It's lazy spill leadership. Can anyone tell me? It's most easiest in all.
Yes, everyone takes their own decision and
Yeah.
do as per their own will.
Yes. So they have their own freedom, we can say, leadership style, where all rights and power to make decision is given to the worker. They can take their own decisions, they can work accordingly, so that they have a place, or the environment is very friendly. Then it also allows the followers to make decisions of concerning the completing work. How they are completing their work, they can take their own decision. If supposedly I am a person, I know I can complete. I need a lot more time to complete my presentations. I need at least a week to make my presentations. I need at least 2 days to prepare my presentations. That's the thing what I need to do. Supposedly my leader just gives me the task. This is to be done by so and so date. So I am the only one who has to design the plan, how I am going to work, how I am going to have my work plan for the whole period of time until I submit my work. Then it also helps the followers to have their self-rule, as if I have told that it's my rule that I need at least 1 week to prepare my presentations, 2 days to prepare how I am going to present it. That's my rule, basic rule, which I always follow before any presentation. That's how I work. That's the way anyone can go ahead. Now let's conclude today's session. Can anyone tell me what is a leader?
Guiding and influencing people for a specific goal.
Yes, a leader influences team behavior and service quality. Can anyone tell me what does leadership in hospitality requires? Main basic skills, or we can say thought processes. a leadership.
Team management skills.
Yes. It can be flexibility, it can be effectiveness, how he is effective, how the communications are good. And at last, I would like to also tell that different styles work in different situations. It is not necessary that a leader, today if the leader is following autocratic, so he cannot follow democratic in next day. He can, he may, and he should. It depends on different situations. It is not necessary that if today he is following autocratic, so he cannot follow democratic tomorrow. He will and he may. So it depends on different situations. And also we can see that good leadership is only because is for motivated staff with plus dedicated gifts and strong business results. These are the main flows to show that the team has a good leadership. Now let's see, these are the references.